Hello, and today's adventure, driven by rumors of giant bass and crappie, we're going to be fishing the waters of Goose Lake, which we were only able to get to by driving past dangerous turnabouts and meter after meter of neighborhood roads to arrive at this quaint little lake. But the murky waters may hide a monster, so we're going to be using both corn and minnows to fish the monsters beneath the waves. We're also going to be testing the new ICEFOX Pro action camera to see what kind of footage we can get and compare it with the GoPro. So join me as we fish these murky waters. We got a little bit of corn on the line, and now we're going to walk down here and toss it into the abyss. Now we're going to throw one corn, one minnow, and then we're going to play with the lures, because you got to throw lures here. There we go. It's going to be far enough, I believe. And hopefully we can get a nice little carp there, as well as some bass later. Now, all the third-person action, all the first-person action is going to be filmed with the ICEFOX, and the voice you're hearing right now is from the ICEFOX. I'm just dubbing it over the iPhone stuff. But like pretty much whenever you see my hands and only my hands and like essentially fishing for fish, that's going to be the ICEFOX. So we can get a picture of both its footage and its audio capabilities. Alright guys, we got a little fathead courtesy of DNS, and we will throw him out into the abyss. Make sure he's alive. Throw him out into the abyss, although with a little bit of lake scum, to try to catch a bass or a crappie. I want it to stay a little bit out there, but of course the minnow is going to swim itself because it's live bait, but maybe we'll actually catch a big predator out there. So as for lures, we're going to use this little jig head with a little squid orange thing. I didn't really bring any other lures except for this. This usually works pretty well. I do not need to throw it out very far to get a hit, and the water is a little bit clearer these days than it has been for a while. You know what I find weird? Usually this area is full of bluegills, and I don't really see any bluegills here, so that's a little bit of a warning for me. Also, I'm probably going to keep... Oh, do I have something? Nope. I was going to say I'm going to keep the camera on for a little bit longer than I usually do. Alright, something took the bait. It still has it, I believe. It's down. Yeah, oh, it's definitely good. Something took the bait. Oh no, I think that was a crappie or a bass. But they took the bait and I didn't get it. It came out somehow. I think that was a good sized bass. Gonna have to try that again. It's a good bass out there. I don't think that one's gonna bite again, but I'm sure there's more than one. Toss it as far as I can out in the lake. A lot of them are near shore, but there might be a couple of big ones further out. I thought that one hooked for sure. Alright, I think I finally got one. The bobber stayed on down for a long time. Yep, that's a fish. Is it a bass? Crappie? Oh no, it's a bluegill. Bluegillish fish. Alright, not what I was after. But hey, it's a fish. Didn't actually think this one would actually be big enough to bite, but yeah, bluegillish fish. See ya, fishy. Alright, we're going to toss another fathead into the lake because they do attract fish. Just wasn't going for that one. I was hoping for like a bass. I actually got the fatheads instead of just the crappie minnows, just so the bluegills couldn't always swallow them, because there's a lot of gills here. And I'm definitely hoping for like some big fish, especially come nightfall. Got one. Alright, good. Was that? Oh, it's a small crappie. They finally started to hit. Alright, that's like it's like a 5-incher. Very, very small. Very, very small. Having caught 8 and 9 inchers here, I know there's bigger ones in the lake. See ya, crappie. I don't think the angle on the ICEFOX is quite as big as the GoPro for me. But let's see how it goes. So, yeah. Very small lure. And just kind of jig it back and forth. Should be able to get some fish now. Like, hopefully the crappie start coming in. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of boring. And I might have to go to Belleville to actually finish like some content. But at this time of the day, crappies, crappies like usually do come in shallow at this time of the day. So I would expect a couple more to come in. All right, I think the other bobber, oh, that's a fish for sure. Is that another small bluegill? Is that a crappie? Is that a bass? I think it's a bass. Nope, it's a crappie. It's a tiny little crappie. But, I mean, at least they're biting now. At least they're biting now. Looks like the legends of giant crappies don't bear out, but at least I got a small one. See ya. Alright, I think I got one finally. No, the thing came back up. And then it goes back down. See, the thing is like, that's a fish. It's not a big one. Man, these are like tiny crappies. Yeah, they're all crappies. But they're tiny. Look at that. Look at the size of that thing. It's tiny. Man, they need to put some catfish in here to actually whittle down the population. It's ridiculous how tiny it is. Man, I got like a bunch of these bites now, but I think I might actually need to downsize my hook because these are just not slabs. Alright, let's toss another one out, folks. You're also going to get to see, I guess, how this performs in the dark. I would actually prefer my GoPro in the dark, mainly because I have the media mod for it and it gets lights. Wish I actually had a pole that threw out a little bit further, because I think the bigger crappie might be deeper in the lake. And as soon as I throw it out, it gets hit immediately. But it doesn't pull on the, okay, it's starting to pull on the thing. So it gets hit immediately. There's a lot of them out there, folks. And there's another fish. But I can tell this one's pretty small as well. Look at that. Is that a bullhead? No, that's a crappie, I think. Another beautiful crappie. But they're all pint-size crappie. See a crappie. All hit around dusk. The other thing is I do believe I was floating a little bit too much under. Like now, basically at this time of the day, as long as I get it out there, it'll get hit with a crappie bite in like a minute or two. So probably gonna catch like 20 more of these things before I go home. But yeah, crappie. As I was about to say, I got another hit, but none of these are just like pole wreckers, you know. This one might be a bullhead or something, but I think it's still another crappie. Look at that. Oh no, it got off. But that's fine, I still have the minnow. Although I think I'm gonna, nope, it's still alive. We're gonna toss it back out. Man, I just want like a big one to like freaking inhale it, man. I mean, didn't get many bass during the day. Got like that one tiny one. But yeah, see what we can get. Already, we can get like several of them per 10 minutes. It's kind of fun. Oh god, nope, it's still on. I thought that got away. Oh, now it got away. Took my minnow too. If I was keeping these, which no one should ever do because they're tiny. Actually, no, you should keep all these. You know why? You need to cull the population. So, these things can grow bigger. Because right now, if you just don't cull the population, the bluegills and crappies here will never grow bigger, which is why you need either channels or flatheads in here. And I'm pretty sure that already got hit. Yep, it already got hit. So that just shows you like, oh, but it didn't hook. All right, let's throw this back out. You need like a tiny hook to get these. See that? This one's slightly bigger, but still nothing to write home about. A ton. Oh, you're seeing them splash all over the place. Crappie Haven. Crappie Haven. Yeah, another one. 5th or 6th one of the day. I'll see ya. Our little bait got a little too close to shore, so it wasn't getting hit. So we gotta toss it out there to make sure it's a good chance to get hit. There we go. Back to casting. I have to say the ICEFOX battery actually impresses me. Despite being like less than half the GoPro's battery size, it actually lasts probably just as long. Obviously I can't test it in cold weather, but the SD cards tend to die in cold weather too, unless I use the industrial one, which I actually am not using right now because it's actually fairly warm. But yeah, the hit rate of crappies skyrockets once it gets dark. Like I just got another hit, but these crappies are not big enough to actually take the actual minnow down. Got another one just at shore too. This one's even smaller than the rest. Looks like they're going like much closer to shore now. Another non-slab crappie. Let's keep casting here, like close to shore. I'm sure there's probably a couple of others, because they do tend to occur in batches. It's kind of like cast towards shore now. It's like they all come in from the depth like around this time of the night. I do remember this from previous years as well. Just not exactly sure where they are. Feels the big pole like it's got something. I think it's more substantial. Is it a turtle? I know there's turtles in here and they do bite at night. I feel like this is probably nope, it's a fish. Is that a bigger crappie? Oh, it's a bullhead catfish. Alright. Figured you get probably a couple of these every now and then if you fish at night, but bullhead guttofish. Okay, we don't really need bullheads, we need true catfish in here. Tiny little bullhead. See you later, bullhead. Whee! We might have another small fish. I want a big fish. Man, like where are the giant slabs that other ponds have? Is this another bullhead? Nope, it's another tiny crappie. Look at that. Baby crappies like everywhere. Oh, man, just need a big one. Alright, we got the bobber out there again, and you know, I actually think the ICEFOX in the dark probably is better than the GoPro in the dark, in my opinion. But the GoPro still overall gets me more quality in the dark because I do have the media mod and that little slide in light on top. So that's why the GoPro actually has the edge. But I do think that slowly and surely, the little crappie bite has slowed down here, otherwise, or I've just caught all the crappie around here. That could also be as well. I'm fishing in a very small area, and because I'm fishing in a very small area, the amount of fish might have all just been caught. Alright, I think I might have gotten one. As a fish? Hope it doesn't get off. So many of them gotten off. These are just so tiny. That they all get off. These are like 3-inch crappies, guys. Check that out. Another crappie. Man, I can just get these all night long. Another one. The lake is full of these. Boop. This is definitely like an overpopulated lake for both bluegills and crappies. And like I said, they need to introduce like catfish to actually call out the population. So the crappies and the bluegills can get bigger. Obviously, the bass aren't eating nearly enough of them. I think catfish is just a better predator than bass for these crappies and bluegills. So hopefully we can get some big ones. I have caught like 8-9 inches here before, but they're few and far between. Oh, I definitely think we got another one. This one is actually pulling decently hard. So yeah, very nice, very nice. But it's another, is that a crappie? Is that a bass? No, it's another tiny crappie. Oh yeah, at least they, yeah. Crappie warlord. Well, it's tiny little crappie. Oh man. Hopefully, you know, like there's something else in this lake, but if there's not, then I guess that's it. Alright, see ya, crappie. Boom! That might just do it for tonight. We caught like several crappies, all within like a 10-15, well, really like a 25-minute span. After that, they kind of stopped biting, but you can probably catch a limit in that span. And if you can throw a little bit further in the lake, they're probably there during the day as well. But it's basically like right after dusk that they bite. Minnows and also lures. I caught several on the lures, and they need to be small lures because they're all small crappie here. As for the ICEFOX, I'm still using it now. I really like it. If it had like a media mod, I actually might use it sometimes instead of over my GoPro. But I do actually have the GoPro light at night, right on top of the camera. I don't have a media mod for the ICEFOX. However, the ICEFOX is only about $50, and the GoPro is like $300. And it does actually come with a waterproof case, which I will use at some point. I don't really have a way to test it right now, but I'll probably strap it to a carp or a catfish eventually, and we'll get some good underwater footage. So stick around for that in my future videos. So yeah, check out the ICEFOX link in the description if you want a cheap camera. And it comes with a waterproof case, so if you want to get some underwater fish footage, that could actually be a cheaper option than strapping your GoPro on underwater and losing a $300 camera. This one is cheaper, it's much more replaceable, and if you just want to use it as your primary action camera, that's fine as well. I think it's done pretty well with the motion detection and everything else, and the quality of 4K looks perfectly fine. So let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit the bell notifications button. Please comment for algorithmic purposes, and join me on my next fishing adventure.